In this video, we are looking at solving equations that look something like this. Now remember, solving means find the value of the unknown, and in this case we want to find the value of x. Now notice, in all of these equations we have products. There is an invisible multiplication sign here, 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 and here. And in all of these cases, the products of these two quantities give us 0. Now, if I asked you to think of two numbers that multiply together to give you 0, what could you tell me? The important thing is, at least one of these has to be 0. That is the big idea for this video. So, for x minus 6 multiplied by x plus 3 to be 0, either x minus 6 is 0, so this yellow thing, or x plus 3 is 0, this green bit here. That's going to lead us to two solutions. Let's see why. If this yellow bit is worth 0, that means x minus 6 has to be 0. So what value of x would make x minus 6 equal 0? Well, the answer is 6. So x equals 6 is a solution to this equation. We can test it out. If x was 6, this bracket here would be 6 minus 6, which is 0. So we would have 0 times 6 plus 3. So 0 times 9. Well, 0 times anything is 0, so x equals 6 is a solution. As I mentioned, there's another solution. It could be that this green quantity is 0. So for this green quantity to be 0, what do we need x to be? Something plus 3 gives us 0. Well, that would be negative 3. So x equals negative 3 is also a solution. If x was negative 3, then what we would end up with here is negative 3 minus 6, so that's negative 9, multiplied by negative 3 plus 3. Well, this would be 0. So negative 9 times 0 would give us 0. So these are the two solutions to this equation. No other values of x will satisfy this equation. If you put any other value in here for x, you won't get 0. These are the only ones. Pause the video and have a go at the remaining examples. Here's what you should have found. In question B, x is negative 11, that's a solution, and x is negative 7, that's a solution. Let's have a look at C. Now, this looks a bit different to what we've had before, but we still have a product of two quantities. Let me highlight them. We've got a yellow quantity multiplied by a green quantity. Remember, there's an invisible multiplication sign. So this is x multiplied by x plus 7. If the product is 0, like up here, that means either x is 0 or x plus 7 is 0. So if x is 0, that gives me a solution straight away. X equals 0. If x plus 7 is 0, that must mean x is negative 7. So there we have our two solutions to this equation. And finally for D, you should have got x equals 5 and x equals negative 5 as your two solutions.